Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Now we are going to discussing about acids, bases and salts. From this chapter, now we are going to see the practice sheet based upon this chapter. So before going to see the practice sheet, let us see once the important points what we have discussed. We see we have seen about acids, bases in this chapter. Acids are having sour taste, they are acidic in nature, and the examples for these acids we have seen like lemon juice, curd as natural substances. Some inorganic acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, these all we have seen. And by coming to bases also, bases are bitter in taste, they are soapy to touch, and some chemical properties also we have discussed about these. Examples for the bases, baking soda, detergents, and these deodorants, surfactants, these all will come under bases, general bases. Some inorganic bases are like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. Okay, about these acid bases we have seen. And the chemical substances which are used to detect these acids and bases also we have seen, like indicators. These again indicators are of two types: natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators means what? The indicators which are prepared from natural substances or natural resources. Example, litmus, turmeric, chain arrows. These all are prepared from natural resources or naturally occurring substances. That is why these are called natural indicators. These all are used for detecting these acids and bases. Some more indicators are there which are prepared from in the laboratory from the chemicals. Those substances are called synthetic indicators. For example, methyl orange, phenolphthalein, etc. These are prepared in the laboratory and these are used for detecting acids and bases. Okay, these all come under indicators. These all are used to detect acids and bases by color changes. Next, neutralization. Neutralization means the reaction of acids and bases to form salt and water as products. If you see example, hydrochloric acid on reaction with sodium hydroxide, they form salt and water as products. Sodium chloride salt will be formed and water along with this certain amount of heat also is evolved. That is why these reactions which are occurring between acids and bases are also called neutralization reactions and even exothermic reactions also, because they are releasing certain amount of heat energy. And the uses and applications of these acids and bases and these neutralization reactions in our daily life. If you see one of them, indigestion. If you feel indigestion because of the excess production of acids in our stomach, then we take some bases into our stomach like magnesium hydroxide, which is commonly called antacid. This neutralizes this excess amount of acids produced. And if you are suffering with the ant bite or honeybee bite, there that pain is caused because of the release of this formic acid into our body by these ants and honeybee. So to get rid of that, we apply certain baking soda on that, which is one of the bases, so it neutralizes that formic acid produced by them. So you will get relief from that pain. And in the soil treatment also, if the soil is too acidic, then we add some bases like silicyl lime to the soil. They spray silicyl lime. If the soil is too basic, then to neutralize that, they add organic matter which produces some acids, so that soil will be neutralized. And these factory wastes also, to treat them before releasing them into water bodies, they treat this factory waste water also with acids and bases to neutralize that. So in this way, the applications of neutralization are there. Now let us see the practice sheet based upon this. In this, first let us say about single correct answer type questions which contain objective question with one correct answer. See the first question. Which solution has no effect on litmus. What is this litmus here? Litmus is the indicator which detect acids and bases by giving change in color. So which solution has no effect on litmus? Generally neutral solutions, they do not have any effect on litmus. Generally acidic solutions, they turn blue litmus paper to red litmus. In the same way, basic substances, they change red litmus to blue. Only neutral substances, they do not have any effect with litmus. So answer is here now neutral substances. When methyl orange is mixed with citric acid, it turns. Actually methyl orange is one of the indicators, synthetic indicator it is. Its color is orange in color. When it reacts with the acids, it turns red in color. When it reacts with the bases, it turns yellow in color. As here the component given is citric acid. We know citric acid is one of the acids. So when methyl orange reacts with the acids, it turns red in color. Next question. Which of the following is acidic in nature? Say which is acidic substance among this? Is lemon juice acidic in nature? Yes, lemon juice is acidic in nature because this lemon juice is containing citric acid and ascorbic acid, which is commonly called vitamin C. So these two acids are there in this. So lemon juice is acidic in nature. What about the remaining? You see baking soda, which contains sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is a base, not acid. We say lime water. Lime water is nothing but a calcium hydroxide solution. Calcium hydroxide solution is called calcium hydroxide solution is called lime water or slake lime. This is one of the basic substances. It is not an acid. Lime water is basic substance. Antacid. Antacid is also one of the basic substance which contains magnesium hydroxide solution. Magnesium hydroxide is a basic substance. So antacid also will come under a base. Lime water, antacid, baking soda, these all are basic substances, whereas lemon juice is acidic in nature. Okay, next one. Phenolphthalein is dash in basic solutions. What is the color of phenolphthalein in the basic solutions? How does it change its color? What is the color of phenolphthalein originally? Phenolphthalein is one of the synthetic indicators which is a colorless solution. It changes its color to pink when it reacts with the bases. It won't change its color on reaction with the acids. It will change color change with only bases. When it touches bases, it turns into pink color. So phenolphthalein turns pink in basic solutions. Methyl orange is it an acid or a base or a salt or an indicator? What is this methyl orange? It is an indicator. Methyl orange is an indicator. The solutions which change red litmus to blue color known as dash solutions. The solutions which change red litmus to blue, what are those called? Those substances are called basic substances. Basic solutions turn red litmus blue. Acidic substances, they can turn blue litmus red. Here they asked the substances which change red litmus to blue, they are called basic substances. Which of the following is not an indicator? Say identify which is not an indicator among the given. China rose, turmeric, red cabbage, lemon. Which is not an indicator? See, is China rose an indicator? Yes, China rose is one of the natural indicators. What about turmeric? Turmeric is also one of the natural indicator. Even red cabbage also. These all will come under natural indicators. Why? Because they are prepared from the natural occurring substances. Natural indicators or organic indicators also they are called. Whereas if you see lemon is not an indicator. It is containing acidic substances in it, like citric acid and ascorbic acid are present in the lemon. So it is not an acid, not an indicator, sorry. It is not an indicator, it is acidic substance. So that is the correct answer now. Next one, dash is present in sour milk. What does sour milk contains? Milk and curd, they contain an acid called lactic acid. Lactic acid is present in sour milk as well as curd. Lactic acid. Which among the given acids is the strongest acid? Which is the strong acid among these we find? Is acetic acid is a strong acid? We have one generalization here. Almost all the organic acids are weak acids. Only inorganic acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, these kind of acids are strong acids. Remaining here, if you see acetic acid, formic acid, tannic acid, these all are organic acids. Organic acids all are coming under weak acids. Only inorganic acids are there which are strong. Out of them, they have given here sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is one of the strong acids. Next, usefulness of an indicator depends upon change in. So how these indicators are used in detecting these acids and bases? So that is based upon their color change. Yes, indicators are useful by changing their color in the presence of acids and bases. So by changing their color, indicators are useful. Their color change. Yes, we have studied that. Litmus changes its color in the acids and bases. Even phenolphthalein, methyl orange, these all will show different color changes with acids and bases, so that they are being used to detect acids and bases. Next, acid present in vinegar. Yes, vinegar is containing one of the acids. The acid is, what is the acid present in the vinegar? It is acetic acid. Acetic acid is present in vinegar. Next one. A blue litmus paper turns red when it reacts with. When does a blue litmus paper turns red? When it reacts with acids. Blue litmus paper turns red when react with acids. Red litmus turns blue in the presence of base. Okay. Next one. Which of the following is a salt? See here, which is a salt? Is HCl a salt? No, it is an acid. HCl is one of the strong acids, and it is also inorganic acid. What about sodium chloride? Yes, the sodium chloride is one of the salts. It is formed in the neutralization reactions when hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. They form sodium chloride, salt and water as the products. So sodium chloride is one of the salts. What about sodium hydroxide? It is a base. Sodium hydroxide is one of the strong bases. What is this HNO3? HNO3 is also an acid, and it is also one of the strong acids. So out of this, only sodium chloride is a salt, which is also called as common salt or table salt, rock salt. These are the different names for this sodium chloride. So it is one of the salts. Let's go to next question. During the neutralization, heat is. What happens to the heat when neutralization is occurring? Heat is evolved, because these neutralization reactions are exothermic in nature. When an acid and base they react together to form salt and water as products. In that reaction, heat is evolved along with salt and water. So those reactions are called exothermic reactions. Neutralization reactions are exothermic because they evolve heat. Next one, multi-correct answer type questions. Means here there are objective questions. Here differently, each question may have one or more than one correct answers. So check the options carefully and try to answer. See the first one. Identify the properties of acids from the following. See which command are the properties of acids among the given. See, all acids have sour taste. Yes, the generalized property is acids are sour in taste. That is correct. All acids turn blue litmus red. Yes, acids turn blue litmus paper red. That is also correct. Acids turn red litmus blue. No. Which will turn red litmus blue? Bases. Bases will turn red litmus blue. All acids give neutralization reaction. Yes, of course, all acids on reaction with bases they give neutralization reaction. This is also correct. Now what will be correct option? A, B and D are correct answers. Next one. Bases. See about bases they are given some statements. See which is correct about bases. Bases have slippery feel. Yes, bases are slippery to touch. And they taste bitter also. That is also correct. And how do they turn litmus? They turn red litmus blue. This is also correct. And these bases are obtained from fruits. Is it correct? No. Bases are not obtained from fruits. Which are obtained from fruit generally? Acids. Acids are obtained from fruits but not bases. Okay. Now what will be correct answer? ABC. Next one. Which among the following is an inorganic acid? What does it mean here? Inorganic acid. The acid prepared from the minerals in the laboratory is called inorganic acid or mineral acid. And there is one more kind of acids. The acids derived from natural substances are called natural acids or organic acids. Now we have to identify which among these is inorganic acid. See, formic acid. It is obtained from ants. So it is obtained from natural living things. So it is an organic acid. See, sulfuric acid. It is prepared from minerals. So it is called mineral acid or inorganic acid. And even this nitric acid is also, even hydrochloric acid also. These three come under inorganic acids or mineral acids because these are prepared in the laboratory from the minerals. Okay, next one. Comparison passage type means it is given a paragraph here. Related to this paragraph, there will be questions on this. See, read the paragraph first. A substance which detects the acidic or basic nature of another substance by change in color is called an acid-base indicator. Yes, we discussed about the indicators earlier. There are different kinds of indicators, natural indicators and synthetic indicators. These all will show a color change with acids and bases. Okay, now the questions on this. Indicators are used to indicate the nature of the substances. Which one of the following is called natural indicator? Identify the natural indicator from the given. Phenolphthalein, methyl orange, these are synthetic indicators. Only litmus is a natural indicator because it is obtained from natural substance called lichen. So litmus is one of the natural indicators. Next, which one of the following is obtained from tree for the making of litmus? Yes, from litmus is just now we told. Litmus is made from lichen. It is obtained from algae and fungi. So by using this lichen, they prepare litmus into different colors, blue and red, which is used for detecting acids and bases. Okay, litmus is obtained from lichen. A rose is used as a indicator in the chemical laboratory. Name it. Yes, which rose is used in the laboratory as indicator? That is red rose. Red rose, sorry, it is China rose. It is China rose. China rose is used to detect acids and bases as indicator in the laboratory. China rose. Okay, next, match this. Match the following. It is. So the one in the column 1 may be connected or related to one or more in the column 2. Try to match correctly these. Acetic acid, what they have given? Some acids are given in the column 1 and the food items from which it is extracted or derived, or which food item is containing this acid is given in the column 2. Try to match these. Acetic acid is present in which acetic acid is present? Vinegar. Citric acid is obtained from? Citric acid is present in citrus fruits like oranges and lemons. So it is oranges here. Tartaric acid is present in tamarind or grapes. Here it is the tamarind is there. What about oxalic acid? Oxalic acid is present in tomato. Now what will be the correct matching? See, it is here. Acetic acid is from vinegar. Citric acid is from orange. Tartaric acid is from tamarind. Oxalic acid from tomato. Next, statement type questions. See the first statement. Hydrochloric acid turns red litmus blue. Is it correct? Yes. Acids turn blue litmus red, not red litmus to blue. So hydrochloric acid turns blue litmus red. So this statement is wrong. So the next statement. Sodium hydroxide turns blue litmus red. What is this sodium hydroxide here? Sodium hydroxide is a basic substance. Basic substances, they turn red litmus blue, not blue litmus to red. So this statement is also wrong. Now what will be the correct option? Say statement 1 and 2 both are incorrect statements. What will be correct answer? D. Both are incorrect statements. Both are actually given in the reverse way. Next, analytical approach questions. Blue litmus paper was first dipped in dilute hydrochloric acid and then in dilute sodium hydroxide solution. It was observed that the color of litmus paper changes. So how does it change? What is the color of the litmus taken first? Blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper first dipped in hydrochloric acid. What is the nature of hydrochloric acid? It turns blue litmus to red. So initially a blue litmus paper is taken. When it reacts with the acid HCl, we know acids turn blue litmus paper to red. Now this red litmus is again dipped into sodium hydroxide. We know sodium hydroxide is a base. What is the nature of bases? How do they react with the litmus? Bases turn red litmus to blue again. So initially litmus is in the blue color. First it is changing to red color. Again red to blue it is happening. See where it is given explanation correctly. Here. Changed first to red and then to blue. Yes, first on reaction with the hydrochloric acid turning to red and again on reaction with sodium hydroxide turning to blue. This is correct statement, isn't it? Next one. If you perform an experiment barehanded and you realize that your palm has become slippery and slimy, the most probable reason for this that you have dropped. See, which chemical substances are slippery generally? We told while explaining about the bases. Bases are bitter in taste and they are soapy and slippery to touch. So if you feel slippery and slimy on your hands, that means some base is fallen on your hand. See in the given options where it is explained about bases. See the first one, sodium hydroxide on your hands. Yes, you might have dropped sodium hydroxide on your hands, so you are feeling slippery because the sodium hydroxide is one of the basic substances. This is slippery to touch. This will be correct one. What about the second one given? Hydrochloric acid. Acids are not slippery. They are corrosive. So that is not the correct one. Even sodium chloride. What about sodium chloride? It is a salt. It won't be slippery. Only basic solutions are slippery and slimy to touch. So the correct one is sodium hydroxide. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today for latest updates on recorded videos. Thank you.